Making its debut all the way back in the Black trailer, From Shadows is told from the perspectives of Blake and Adam, and is about the discrimination they and all the Faunus go through because they are Faunus and how they are going to rise above it all.
Born with no life into subjugation, treated like a worthless animal.
Even from birth, anyone born a Faunus is treated lesser than everyone else, as if their life doesn't matter when compared to that of a human. Considering the history of the Faunus and how the early men of Remnant feared them and spread rumors about them because of this fear, it caused the Faunus to live an alienated life if they were so unfortunate enough to be born into the species. Since the rumors, fear and hatred of Faunus had lasted for such a long time when compared to the current day we live in, it's only natural at this point that they are treated like animals by everyone else to continue to use them as labor force. It's the life that both Faunus and humans know.
Stripped of all rights, just to let you be crushed by cruel, worthless human wrongs.
All because humans didn't understand what the Faunus were is the reason they aren't equals. When the humans outnumbered the Faunus and sometimes killed them because of the stories they heard about them, they became a lesser species because of it. Humans crushed their ability to be on equal footing for decades upon decades for future Faunus. Their rights as citizens and people were ripped from them because they didn't understand.
When it started, all we wanted to take to live for life. Now in darkness, taking anything we want and we will rise. We'll rise.
All the Faunus wanted, especially in the current time we're viewing, was equality, to be treated like everyone else. That wasn't given to them. Years of hatred and discrimination towards their species trained humans to think and act a certain way towards them. Faunus formed the White Fang, and when they tried to be peaceful and prove they are equals, no progress was gained from them. Still being discriminated against, still not allowed in certain places. So members of the once peaceful organization decided, if you're going to treat us like monsters and animals, we'll be exactly that. They no longer want to try and prove themselves. They've tried that for far too long with next to no results. They are just going to take whatever they want and make them fear Faunus kind. Humans have been nothing more than a hostile species towards them, so it's time they return the favor.
From shadows we'll descend upon the world. Take back what you stole.
The people practically forced the Faunus to run and hide in the shadows. But now, thanks to people like Adam and Blake, they're emerging from the dark corner they were shoved into to take back what was stolen from them. Their freedom, their equality. After the Great War, they were given their equal rights as citizens, but they still weren't true equals. Hatred for their kind still varies from kingdom to kingdom. The White Fang is taking revenge for the decades of discrimination their species suffered in the past, and the world will pay for it. I'm not exactly sure what is being referred to when they say they'll reclaim their destiny. The only thing that really seems to need reclaiming is their future, the survival of their species to live on and be treated as the equals they deserve. They've been shoved into the shadows, but they will rise out from it so they can secure their future and not have an entire species wiped out because of discrimination. Blake and Adam were essentially born into shackles. Faunus, while originally feared, eventually gained some footing, but ultimately just used as a labor force for the humans' benefit and treated like slaves. They were tortured and endured so much pain in the earlier days of settlement within Remnant. At one point, it must have been considered shameful to even be born a Faunus. But for people like Adam, for people like Blake, they're rising above everything their species has endured. They're embracing their species, and no matter the path, they are moving forward. Stupid, must say At this point, they don't care. People like Adam don't care anymore. He's saying, you can call us whatever you want, criminals, mutts, psychos, but this is practically the last option we were left with. Equal rights didn't work, peaceful organizations didn't work, bloodshed works. And in this point of Blake's life when the song takes place, she seems to be agreeing. It was the only option that was left that was yet unexplored, and you know what? It worked. And now, Adam doesn't care what they think of him. He would rather be feared and above than be in this charade of equality that they have now. From the moment they are born, it's as if they have already committed a serious crime, just even being born a faunus. Their species is misguided in more ways than one currently. Treated the way they are, they think they've done something wrong, when in reality, they haven't. Because of this unnecessary treatment and being constantly pushed around, people like Adam have resorted to very extreme measures because they work and implement change. The faunus are so misguided in so many different ways. This causes certain people to fly. Blake, Adam, Sienna. Not every faunus allows themselves to be treated like they have always been. These certain individuals will fly no matter the cost. I think it's pretty obvious that even without this song and just in the show alone, it's easy to tell how awful the faunus have been treated for so many decades. For people like Adam and Blake, the song really gives an insight to how the faunus really feel. Some people will go to extreme measures to try to implement change. Others have tried differently. But the common road they all seem to have is they know how badly each of their lives have been, and they all want some kind of change, no matter what that may be. Constant fear, equal footing, change needs to happen for them sooner rather than later. So there you have it. That was the meaning and breakdown of From Shadows. What do you guys think of the song? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're interested in more content like this. Follow me on all social medias, and I'll see you in the next video.